Have you heard that someone in the square used a Lamborghini worth more than 5 million plus 9,999 roses? What? Such a big scene, go and see. Zhang University, an explosive news spread all over the campus, and more students hurriedly headed towards the square. When they arrived, they unexpectedly discovered that things were fundamentally different from what they thought. It is not the boys who confessed, but their famous beauty Su Chuking. At this moment, Su Chuking is holding a bunch of red roses, looking at the handsome boy opposite with admiration. Senior Sister Su, what are you? Chu Chen spoke politely. Hearing Chu Chen's words, Su Chuking's face changed, and she said with a shy expression, Senior Brother Chu, how many times have I told you, don't call me Senior Sister Su, we are all students of the Department of Finance, just call me Chuking, that's it. In an instant, the surrounding students were dumbfounded. My God, when did their famous glamorous beauty in Zhangde turn into a little woman? As a well-known beauty in the school, Su Chuking didn't know how many suitors there were, but they were all rejected by Su Chuking. But now, Chu Chen sighed lightly. Is another layman who covets his appearance. Ordinary learning, ordinary family background, except for being handsome and good-looking, there is nothing special about it. Why are there so many suitors? It's really hard for me. How can there be someone who pays attention to him? I'm sorry, Brother Chu, I haven't told you the truth for so long. Today, I have a showdown. Without waiting for Chu Chen to speak, Su Chuking spoke again, actually, I was collecting rent. My parents gave me 10 buildings for me to exercise. Su Chuking said amazingly. The scene immediately went silent. 10 buildings. Is not 10 suites. Zhangzhou is a quasi first-tier city, even the cheapest house, the house price is almost 20,000 yuan. 10 buildings, how much is that? Everyone's eyes are lost. Su Chuking is probably worth hundreds of millions at this moment. God! Chu Chen, how about being my boyfriend? I will support you. Su Chuking finally said what was in her heart. Before meeting Chu Chen, Su Chuking always thought that she was not interested in dating and boys, and even doubted herself. But when she saw Chu Chen, her heartbeat suddenly accelerated. She knew that feeling was called love at first sight. She is Yan Go, what's wrong? Hearing this, countless boys burst into tears, and they want to fight for 20 years less. And the other party is not Auntie, but the beautiful Su Chuking. Promise her! Promise her! Promise her! In the square, the sound of mountains and tsunamis resounded. Facing Su Chuking's sudden confession, Chu Chen was also very dazed. Although the doctor said he has a bad stomach, is he the kind of person who eats soft food? Before he could answer, a mechanical voice suddenly came from Chu Chen's mind. Ding! Choose one, promise Su Chuking and get 10 million asset rewards. Choose 2, reject Su Chuking, start the strongest and richest man system, since then, there is no limit to the power. Hearing this, Chu Chen decided. Took a deep breath, Chu Chen looked at Su Chuking, I'm sorry, sister, I don't want to fall in love for the time being. He refused Su Chuking, definitely not because of the richest man system. He is a positive person, so he can't eat soft food? Yes, exactly. As Chu Chen's voice fell, all the shouts immediately disappeared, and everyone looked at Chu Chen with a dazed expression. Is this kid really having a problem with his brain? Actually rejected the confession of a Bai Fumi who owns 10 buildings? He is absolutely crazy. This guy is too capable of pretending, want to have fun. If you don't agree, I promise, give me a chance, Goddess Su. There were countless voices, most of them satirizing Chu Chen. A poor student who refused such a big happy event is definitely a brain problem. This kid is a little self-aware, knowing that he is not worthy of Miss. Inside the villa, an old man who looked like a housekeeper spoke. Okay. In front of a middle-aged man who was not angry and pretentious nodded slightly. Everything that happened in Zhangzhou University just now appeared on the computers in front of them. This little boy is still smart. The middle-aged man is Su Chuking's father. Recently, his daughter behaved very abnormally, which attracted his attention. After knowing the reason, he investigated Chu Chen's information, and finally came to a conclusion: Chu Chen was just a nice little white face. Is not good enough for his daughter. If Chu Chen agreed to his daughter's confession just now, he would never admit Chu Chen. They're Su family's son-in-law, not everyone can be. Zhangzhou University, Su Chuking trembled and was emotional when she heard Chu Chen's words. Took a deep breath, Su Chuking spoke firmly again, Chu Chen, I won't give up. Hearing this, countless onlookers exploded instantly. How could this be? Goddess, why is Yu reading www.yuyuganshu.com like this? Chu Chen won't promise you, can I promise? Please promise me, don't be a dog. Countless boys are deeply saddened. At the same time that Chu Chen refused, the system's voice sounded again. The task is completed, the strongest and richest man system is being installed. Ding, the system is installed successfully. A new day is here, do you check in? Looking at the system page, Chu Chen chose yes without hesitation. Successfully punched in, congratulations on your acquisition of the tens of billions of Kingland Group. The King's Landing Group with a market value of tens of billions? Chu Chen felt like a dream. In the blink of an eye, he changed from a poor student to the boss of a tens of billions group. Fuck. Only these two words can describe Chu Fan's mood at the moment. Looking at Su Chuking, who was a little sad, Chu Chen couldn't help but speak, since the elder sister has a showdown, then I won't pretend, I'll have a showdown too. I am actually the richest man and I don't have time. The richest man? Chu Chen is the richest man? A series of reversals almost suffocated countless onlookers. Soon, they reacted. The richest man? The richest man in Zhangzhou is not surnamed Chu, let alone a 20-year-old college student. Blow, just keep blowing. Yet, you are still the richest man. Are you the richest man in your village? Ha ha ha, I think he is the negative of debt. Everyone present, none of them believed Chu Chen's words. At this moment, there was a roar in the sky. In the distance, 6 helicopters galloped from far to near. Amidst everyone's stunned mouth, 6 helicopters flew here and slowly fell. This. Nowadays, rich people don't play luxury cars anymore. Have you changed to helicopters? There was a hustle and bustle, and countless onlookers kept discussing that this battle was much larger than the battle that Su Chuking confessed just now. Snapped. Snapped. Many people picked up their phones and took photos of the slowly landing helicopter. Soon, various circles of friends and hot searches spread the news that the mysterious local tyrant brought 6 expensive helicopters to Jiangda. Although they don't know what brand of helicopter it is, they can tell from the appearance that the value of a helicopter is far more than a supercar. 6 helicopters, I'm afraid they are hundreds of millions. In the villa, Su Chuking's father and the old housekeeper were even more shocked. Those students don't know, but they do. This is clearly EC-155 helicopter. When it appeared at the Paris Air Show, it caused a sensation. Internationally, the price of an EC-155 helicopter is as high as 80 million. Now there are 6 in a row, a full 480 million. In China, although many wealthy individuals have their own private jets, most of them are business jets. It is almost impossible for a rich man to spend 500 million to buy 6 helicopters that are far less useful than business jets. This is too extravagant. Who is it? Su Chuking's father muttered, his eyes widened, staring at the computer screen in front of him, and he was extremely curious about the mysterious rich man in his heart. In the shocked eyes of everyone, the door of a helicopter headed by opened, and a stunning beauty walked down. She is wearing a black uniform, tall, with her black and beautiful long hair gently rolled up, and she wears a pair of delicate black rimmed glasses, which gives people a noble feeling. She is so beautiful, like a flawless artwork that instantly compares all the girls on the scene. Even Su Chuking is inferior. After she got off, several other helicopters got off a large group of black bodyguards. They lined up in 2 lines and stood on both sides of the road. In the shocked eyes of everyone, the beautiful person slowly walked over. "President, I'm here to pick you up." Looking at Chu Chen, the absolutely beautiful person spoke. In an instant, Chu Chen understood that she should be a member of the Junlin group. "I'm leaving, contact me if you have something," Chu Chen said to Su Chuking, and got on the helicopter with the beautiful person. Rumbling. The helicopter flew up into the sky and flew away, leaving only a group of onlookers who were like a wooden chicken. "President?" Chu Chen turned out to be the owner of these 6 helicopters, a mysterious rich man. "The showdown, I am the richest man." At this time, everyone suddenly thought of what Chu Chen said just now, and suddenly understood. What he said is true. Chu Chen is really the richest man. 22-year-old richest man. Horrible. This reversal is too big. In the villa, Su Chuking's father and the old housekeeper were even more stunned, unable to calm down for a long time. Just now, did they still sigh about the wealth of this mysterious rich man? In a blink of an eye, they thought they weren't worthy of Su Chuking, their useless little white faces turned into an existence that they even looked up to. This. For a while, Su Chuking's father regretted that he should help his daughter. At such a young age, he has such a huge financial resources, and his background is extremely terrifying, and his future is absolutely boundless. In such a comparison, they seem to have said the opposite. It seems that Su Chuking is a bit unworthy of Chu Chen. Zhangzhou University. Is he really the richest man? It took a long time for Su Chuking to react and understand what Chu Chen had just said. As expected, he did not lie to himself. He manages a huge group. Chu Chen is absolutely extremely busy and has no time to fall in love. He is not only handsome, but also young and promising, with a kind heart, sunshine and enthusiasm. He is definitely the ideal Prince Charming. Unconsciously, in Su Chuking's heart, Chu Chen, who was just a little more handsome, suddenly possessed countless advantages. "I won't give up." Su Chuking is more determined. Inside the helicopter, the stunning beauty reported to Chu Chen the current situation of the company. "By the way, what is your name?" Was very excited, Chu Chen didn't listen to the report just now. "What?" Hearing Chu Chen's words, the stunning beauty was taken aback, very puzzled. "President Chu, I am Mo Yuan, you hired me, let me be your secretary." Mo Yuan said as she stretched out her jade hand to touch Chu Chen's forehead. "Are you sick?" Chu Chen stopped Mo Yuan, "I'm fine." Not long ago, the mysterious rich man bought the Junlin group, and the entire group was transferred to Chu Chen's name. Then, in the name of Chu Chen, the mysterious rich man spent a high price to hire Mo Yuan, a senior economic advisor, as a secretary. "Go ahead." Chu Chen motioned to Mo Yuan to continue. He had already fully understood at this moment. All these are system settings, the mysterious rich man is naturally a system. All of this is for the rewards that Chu Chen received to appear reasonably in the real world. All rewards after will be like this, making everything reasonable. After half an hour, the helicopter stopped on the roof of the Junlin Group building. Chu Chen and Mo Yuan came down, and under Mo Yuan's introduction, Chu Chen inspected the company. Chu Chen also learned about Junlin Group. The total market value of Junlin Group is 17.3 billion. Yu reading www.yuyukanshu.com is a leader in domestic scientific research. And he is the master of this technological empire, with 17 billion assets. From now on, I will not be in the company. You will handle the company's affairs. You can contact me if you have any issues. He was just a college student, and Chu Chen seriously doubted whether he had the ability to run such a huge group. Since Mo Yuan was dug up by the system, Mo Yuan's abilities naturally went without saying. Let Mo Yuan manage the company and act as a shopkeeper, lying down to make money. Doesn't it smell good? Ding! The mission is released. Go to Tianese University to check in. Mission time, 1 hour. Task reward, top car skills become a top rich. If you can't drive a Ferrari with one hand, what's the point? Seeing this, Chu Chen's eyes lit up. This is what he urgently needs. He can't drive. You can't fly around in a helicopter every day, right? Too much trouble. Tianese University. Isn't Lingling studying there? Chu Chen suddenly thought of someone, his godsister Bai Lingling. I'm going to Tianese University, make arrangements for me. 5 minutes later, Chu Chen left the Junlin group in a helicopter. On the plane, Chu Chen dialed the phone of his sister Bai Lingling. Tianese University, Bai Lingling had a slight smile on his face after receiving Chu Chen's call. Lingling, what's the call from your sweetheart? Beside, Bai Lingling's girlfriend asked curiously. Where is it? Bai Lingling said shyly. Just then, a passing supercar stopped. This is a Porsche 911, about 1.5 million yuan, which is very cheap among sports cars. But this is a university after all. When it appeared, it immediately attracted the attention of countless students. Schoolgirl Bai, are you going out? Porsche stopped, and a handsome young man came out. Where are you going? I will take you. The young man's name is Ma Chong. He is a famous rich second generation from Tianese University. Of course, he is also a famous scumbag. He changes his girlfriend more frequently than his clothes. No, Mr. Ma, my boyfriend will pick me up soon. Bai Lingling didn't want to get involved with Ma Chong, so he could only use Chu Chen as a shield. Although Chu Chen is her brother, Bai Lingling has not given up, hoping to turn the brother into the love brother. Bai Lingling's father and Chu Chen's father are friends, and the two are still neighbors, and the relationship has always been good. For a while, the father of the two even wanted to make a marriage to the two. The father asked Bai Lingling for his opinion. At that time, she was still young and shyly refused. But as she got older, Chu Chen became more and more handsome, which made Bai Lingling regret it. Why was she shy at the time? What? Boyfriend? Hearing Bai Lingling's words, Ma Chong was taken aback, and did not entangle too much. Ma Chong got in the car, drove the car several tens of meters away, opened the window and waited quietly. He has already inquired clearly, Bai Lingling has no boyfriend. Bai Lingling obviously lied to him just now. He just waited here, and let's see what Bai Lingling would do for a while. Stepped back and said, even if Bai Lingling has a boyfriend, can he compare with himself? I just bought a Porsche. Does Bai Lingling's boyfriend have a sports car? At most, he shares a bicycle. Seeing Ma Chong parked the car not far away, Bai Lingling became anxious. She knows Chu Chen. Although brother Chen is very handsome, he is just an ordinary student and has no money. Brother Chen will come to pick him up, Ma Chong will definitely come over and sneer. Lingling, Ma Chong looks like he won't let it go. If you don't want to call, let him wait outside the school, you go find him. Girlfriend suggested. Hearing this, Bai Lingling nodded, this is a good idea. Before Bai Lingling could call, her cell phone rang suddenly. Lingling, I'll be there in 2 minutes, you stay where you are. Chu Chen's voice came from the phone. Brother Chen, you. Bai Lingling spoke quickly, but before she could finish her words, Chu Chen had hung up the phone. Bai Ling stomped with aura, ready to call it again. Not far away, looking at the angry Bai Lingling, Ma Chong showed a faint smile on his face, everything is under control. Rumbling. There was a roar. Everyone looked up subconsciously, and for an instant, they were all stunned. Not far away, a pure white helicopter was galloping in. As everyone was stunned, the helicopter stopped in front of Bai Lingling. Chu Chen came down and walked towards Bai Lingling. On the spot, both Bai Lingling and her best friend were stunned. Lingling, is he your brother Chen? The girlfriend pulled Bai Lingling's sleeve, her voice trembling. Is so handsome. Is so handsome. I still came here by helicopter. Compared with helicopters, those luxury cars are simply not worth mentioning. If Ma Chong driving a Porsche is 10 points, then this brother Chen is 100 million points. The top-notch appearance and terrifying financial resources make Chu Chen look infinitely attractive. Brother Chen. Growing up with Chu Chen, Bai Lingling knows Chu Chen better than anyone else. At this moment, she is the most shocked. It's only been 3 days since I saw Brother Chen last time. How did Brother Chen become like this? Little girl, don't you even know me? Chu Chen rubbed Bai Lingling's little head. Feeling the familiar touch to kill, Bai Lingling confirmed that it was her brother Chen. Bai Lingling broke free from Chu Chen's big hands, staring at Chu Chen with anger. How many times have I told you that the parents have grown up, don't treat them as children? Hearing this, Chu Chen pretended to be harsh. Grow up, I think you owe you to clean up. Growing up together, Chu Chen and Bai Lingling had a very good relationship. The two came to Zhengzhou to go to school. Uncle Bai asked himself more than once to help take care of Bai Lingling. Why are you a little girl when you grow up? The girlfriend next to Bai Lingling couldn't help but complain. Smelly Qian, what do you mean? Was spit out by a girlfriend. Bai Lingling felt very shameless, and started to make trouble. Stop making trouble, I invite you to dinner. Board the plane. Hearing this, Bai Lingling and Zhou Jian stopped immediately. Haven't they been in a helicopter yet? Under the leadership of Chu Chen, Bai Lingling and Zhou Jian boarded the helicopter together. Rumbling, the helicopter rose and flew away. On the scene, there were only countless students in shock. Goddess match male gods, what else do they have besides envy and jealousy? Hey, that helicopter seems to be tens of millions. Although there is no helicopter, after all, the rich second generation, Ma Chong has seen a lot of worlds. As soon as he saw Chu Chen's helicopter, Ma Chong immediately guessed it. Ma Chong couldn't help but compare with Chu Chen. In comparison, Ma Chong felt a deep malice and hurt. I am afraid that all the money in my family may not be able to afford such a helicopter. I'm just a brother. Ma Chong suffered 10,000 points of damage. Yu reading www.yuuganchu.com said frustratedly. On the helicopter, Bai Lingling looked around, curious to the extreme. Zhou Jian was relatively calm. It was the first time she took a helicopter, but it was the first time she saw Chu Chen. She was ashamed to look around like Bai Lingling. Therefore, Zhou Jian's gaze was directly placed on Chu Chen's body. Staring straight at Chu Chen, Zhou Jian's beautiful eyes kept turning, and his face turned red. Relatively shy Zhou Jian, Chu Chen is much more calm. Since childhood, he has become accustomed to the look of girls. Hey, another vulgar person who covets his beauty. Chu Chen has forgotten a bit. Besides his appearance, he still has strong financial resources. Brother Chen, this helicopter is so beautiful and luxurious. Bai Lingling spoke very excitedly. Zhou Jian also echoed, yes, it looks like a dream. No matter which girl, there is a dream. I hope that one day there will be a Prince Charming from the sky and marry her. Chu Chen is, although he didn't fly down, Chu Chen is much more handsome than Prince Charming. Luxury? I think it's very ordinary. Chu Chen shrugged, he didn't feel anything. This one is very general, not as good as the others. Although the 6 helicopters are all the same brand, the interior decoration is completely different. The one that Chu Chen and Mo Yuan rode was the best, and this one was the most common of the 6. Glanced at the interior decoration of this helicopter, Chu Chen shook his head in disgust. However, these true words of Chu Chen fell in the ears of Bai Lingling and Zhou Jian, but they seemed to be thundering. What? Is average? Luxury? I think it's very ordinary. It's all like this, but it's so average? Bai Lingling and Zhou Jian began to doubt life. Is there aesthetic problem? Not right. Just when the two shocked Chu Chen and said they were very common, they suddenly thought of Chu Chen's next sentence. This one is very general, not as good as the others. It seems that this sentence is the point. This one, the other ones, this is the key point, we need to draw it out. Listening to what Chu Chen said, he seemed to have several other helicopters, and at least 2 or more, otherwise he would just say the other 2. The 2 little girls were completely shocked. In their eyes, owning a helicopter is already very impressive. Now, Chu Chen tells them that he owns several helicopters. God! Is this the local tyrant? Not right, the local tyrants describe those who are not handsome, and Chu Chen is like this, that is the top-notch, rich and handsome. Is this the top handsome man? For a while, countless red hearts appeared before both of them. Are you my brother Chen? Bai Lingling looked at Chu Chen with suspicion. Hey! Hearing this, Chu Chen sighed softly, and said helplessly, since you said that, let me be honest. Bai Lingling and Zhou Jian looked at Chu Chen immediately, keeping their eyes on them, for fear of missing any word Chu Chen said. They thought that Chu Chen had to explain clearly, because they had just lied to them. I have a showdown, I am actually the richest man. Chu Chen shrugged and told the truth. Okay. Bai Lingling and Zhou Jian looked at each other, and they both saw the surprise in each other's eyes. The richest man? How could the richest man at the age of 22? Neither of them believed Chu Chen's words. Humph, you are still the richest man, then I am the richest woman in the universe. Bai Lingling gave Chu Chen a roll of eyes. Although Chu Chen's father and Bai Lingling's father are colleagues, if the two are compared, Bai Lingling's family is still richer. No way, who would let Bai Lingling have a demolition outdoor father? Just forget it if you don't believe it. I'm telling the truth, they don't believe it, there is no way. Ding! Tianese University clocked in successfully. Congratulations on getting top-notch car skills, driving a Ferrari with one hand is not a dream. The voice of the system rang in Chu Chen's mind. Chu Chen successfully clocked in and obtained top-level car skills. From then on, he is also a driver. At the same time, Chu Chen had a driver's license in his bag, and everything was extremely reasonable. By the way, where do you want to eat? Chu Chen asked. Let's go to Xiang Menyuan. Bai Lingling thought for a while. She doesn't believe that Brother Chen is the richest man. She guessed that Brother Chen should work in a private airport, or have a friend who works as a pilot for a rich man. Therefore, she didn't choose those expensive restaurants, and she chose Xiang Menyuan, which has more than 100 per capita and good taste. Okay. Since Lingling wanted to eat, Chu Chen did not refuse. Xiang Menyuan is on a food street, and the helicopter will definitely not be able to land. Therefore, Chu Chen found a place with few people and came down with Bai Lingling and the others. There are more than 10 minutes to go, shall we go over, or? Chu Chen doesn't care, so he asked. There are shared bicycles there, let's ride them. Bai Lingling suggested. Chu Chen scanned the code and picked up a shared bicycle. Sorry, I forgot to bring my mobile phone. Looking for a while, Zhou Jian realized that he had forgotten to bring his mobile phone, and said in embarrassment. It's okay, do you want to sit behind me? Chu Chen suggested. Hearing this, Zhou Jian's eyes lit up. She really forgot to bring her mobile phone. She just came out with Lingling. She didn't plan to go out for dinner with Lingling. But somehow, when she saw Chu Chen, her legs were out of control, and she immediately chose to be with Bai Lingling. No, Qian, I have a cell phone, I will scan one for you. Before Zhou Jian could speak, Bai Lingling enthusiastically scanned a car for Zhou Jian and pushed it out. Thank you. Took the car, Zhou Jian was very grateful, he is a good girlfriend. Okay, let's go. However, in the next second, Zhou Jian seemed to be struck by lightning, and was stunned. After passing the car to her, Bai Lingling didn't mean to sweep another one. Instead, she sat directly behind Chu Chen's car and hugged Chu Chen's waist. Seeing this scene, Zhou Jian wanted to cry without tears. Your sister? Is this a good girlfriend? Plastic sisterhood. She finally understood why Lingling enthusiastically helped her. Let's go. Holding Chu Chen's waist, Bai Lingling said with a smile. Meet the awkward guy. Zhou Jian shook his small fist at Bai Lingling. Such a good opportunity, is it so gone? Let's go. Chu Chen rode his bike forward. Sitting behind Chu Chen, Bai Lingling stuck his tongue out at Zhou Jian, looking provocative. Seems to be saying brother Chen is mine, you can't take it away, hee. Smelly, you wait. Zhou Jian stomped his feet with anger, and immediately rode to catch up. Seemed to exercise often, Zhou Jian rode very fast, came to Xiang Menyuan earlier than Chu Chen, stopped and walked in. You can go in first, I'll park. Brought Bai Lingling to Xiang Menyuan, and Chu Chen spoke. Brother Chen, hurry up. After that, Bai Lingling entered, and Chu Chen came to the parking place alone. Chu Chen just parked the shared bicycle, and suddenly heard someone calling himself behind him. Chu Chen. Chu Chen turned his head and happened to see a thin young man. It's really you, Chu Chen, it's me, Dong Guanghao, your high school classmate. The thin young man said enthusiastically. Chu Chen has the impression that Dong Guanghao studied poorly at the beginning. After high school, he did not go to college, but came to work hard in society, and the relationship between the two was average. Shook hands, the two talked. Come to eat by bike. Glanced at Chu Chen's shared bicycle, then looked at Xiang Menyuan next to him and asked, Dong Guanghao asked. Okay. Chu Chen nodded. Looking at Chu Chen, Dong Guanghao is extremely sorry, I still envy you for going to school, how free you are. Look at me. I am very busy every day, and I am a poor group. Until now, there is only a small hotel worth $1 million. Chu Chen, you are the most handsome in our class. You must be rich now. Now it's not popular to show off wealth, but to pretend to be poor. Pretending to be poor in front of his classmates, suddenly revealing his wealthy self, and seeing everyone's surprised eyes, that's cool. Violent. I am very poor too. Chu Chen said helplessly. Up to now, he has only one group worth more than 10 billion yuan. Yu reading www.yuyuganshu.com can be regarded as the richest man in Zhangzhou at most, far behind the richest man in Kyushu and the richest man in the world. We have not yet succeeded in becoming rich, comrades still need to work hard. I can see it. Glanced at Chu Chen's shared bicycle, Dong Guanghao said strangely. I have something to do, ready to go. Talking, Dong Guanghao pressed the car key, and a Honda car with more than 200,000 yuan rang. While patted his Honda, Dong Guanghao said, have you heard of the class reunion in a few days? Chu Chen nodded slightly. Was in the classmate group before, he saw the news of the classmate reunion, but he didn't take it seriously at the time. At that time, he was just a poor student who was useless except handsome. Why did he go to classmates to find abuse? You must go. Dong Guanghao exhorted. A lot of students want to see you. Okay, I'll go. In this case, Chu Chen was ashamed to refuse. Stop talking nonsense with Dong Guanghao, Chu Chen walked into Xiang Menyuan. Looking at Chu Chen who was leaving, Dong Guanghao's smile suddenly closed, and he gave a cold snort of disdain. At the beginning, the most handsome Chu Chen, the focus of the class, became so mixed up. What kind of shared bicycles are you still riding? Is it embarrassing? Dong Guanghao was extremely proud. At the beginning of school, Chu Chen was surrounded by countless girls, and he was unusually ordinary. But now, I drive more than 200,000 cars, own $1 million restaurant, and my career is booming. Instead, Chu Chen got worse and worse. Bah, rubbish! Dong Guanghao spat in disdain. Suddenly he thought of something and took out his phone. Dong Guanghao took a picture of the shared bicycle parked by Chu Chen with his mobile phone, and then sent it to the high school class group. Then, Dong Guanghao made a strange yin and yang sentence. I just ran into Chu Chen from our class. I didn't expect him to ride a shared bicycle. It's so simple. I'm going. How poor is Chu Chen? It's really pitiful. This is the most handsome boy in our class. I didn't expect that the worse he gets. Don't talk about our class. If you are in a row at school, there is a 90% chance that Chu Chen will be the school grass, but now, it has become a weed, ha ha ha. Seeing Dong Guanghao's message, someone immediately responded below. Most of the replies were boys. When they were in school, Chu Chen attracted the attention of all the beautiful girls in the class. At that time, they were extremely jealous of Chu Chen. Now that they see Chu Chen fall into disarray, they feel absolutely refreshed. Awesome! Heaven does not give birth to me, keyboard man. The spray channel is like a long night. Even some people who couldn't even ride a shared bicycle began to mock Chu Chen's desolation. Seeing the conversation in the group, some girls were also deeply moved. This society is too realistic now. It's useless to be handsome, money is everything. Nothing can be done without money. Look at our brother Hao, he is average in high school, now he is the big boss. There is also Nanj. Although he is still in school, he is studying scientific research. It is said that the scientific research fee alone is already 6 figures. Chen Yuan, the class flower in our class, is now a small well-known anchor, with an annual salary of up to 500,000. Fortunately, Chen Banhua was not with Chu Chen at the time, otherwise I would regret her intestines now. The reunion will be the classmates in a few days, and Chu Chen agreed to come. Dong Guanghao once again made a meaningful comment. Everyone was very busy to understand what Dong Guanghao meant, and they had their own careful thoughts. In a high-end apartment in downtown Zhangzhou, Chen Yuan shook her head and was full of emotions after seeing the news of the classmates. At the beginning, Chu Chen was a well-deserved school grass, with countless pursuers, and even she admired Chu Chen. Even if she went to university, she didn't completely let Chu Chen go. Everything is over, Chu Chen is no longer worthy of me. Until just now, after seeing the news in the group, Chen Yuan completely put down Chu Chen, but she was very thankful. Fortunately, Chu Chen didn't promise her to stay with her. Otherwise, she will indeed live worse than a dog now. Since Chen Yuan came into contact with the live broadcast industry, she has become famous in a short period of time. She signed a contract with the company with an annual salary of 500,000 and reached the top at a young age. She has a promising future, and sooner or later she will become a tens of millions of anchors. Put down the phone, Chen Yuan turned on the computer and started the live broadcast. In the restaurant, Chu Chen picked up his mobile phone after eating. When boring, Chu Chen would watch the live broadcast. Opened Shark Live, Chu Chen saw Shark Live's new lucky draw. Is to give a gift worth 10 yuan. Lottery can be carried out. There are many prizes, such as airplanes, rockets, super rockets, etc. Of course, it is unlikely to be drawn. I just got the system, will my luck also get better? Chu Chen thought curiously. I took a look at the account balance, there are more than 20, and I can draw twice. Randomly clicked on a live broadcast room, and Chu Chen was ready to give a gift to draw. Is her However, when Chu Chen clicked into the live broadcast room, he was stunned. I actually knew this anchor, she was not someone else, she was Chen Yuan, a classmate of Chu Chen. Chen Yuan, Chu Chen still has some impressions. I gave it to you. Talking, Chu Chen gave a gift of 10 yuan and started the draw. A broadcast appeared in the live broadcast room. Chu Chen's phone also showed a super spaceship pattern. Really hit. Chu Chen was also very surprised. I opened the backstage, and I saw a gift of a super spaceship in the backpack. Since childhood, he has participated in countless lottery draws, but he has never won. His face is black to the extreme. But now, I got a draw. I go. Let me go, this brother is Ocean, right? Oh my god, this is a 4999 super spaceship, did you get it for only 10 yuan? It's amazing, the great took my knees, and I have had time to watch the live broadcast. This is the first time I have seen someone shoot into the soul and win a super spacecraft. In the live broadcast room, countless water friends began to lick Chu Chen, and they were worshipping. You need to know that a gift like a super spaceship sometimes only comes out on the Shark live broadcast for several days. The other people who won, let alone a few $1,000s in gifts. But Chu Chen, with only 10 yuan, he drew a gift worth 4,999, 500 times. It's okay, brother is so great, I won a gift, won't you give it to me? Chen Yuan also saw the broadcast, so she sent out a spoiled start routine gift. Chu Chen didn't respond to Chen Yuan at all, and tried to draw the lottery again. Once again hit the soul. Only spent 10 yuan and got a gift worth 4,999. With the advent of broadcasting, the live broadcast room boiled again. Chen Yuan is even more coquettish for gifts. Chu Chen ignored her, but instead opened the recharge page and recharged more than 1,000 yuan. As Chu Chen draws a prize, a broadcast appears in the live broadcast room. In the blink of an eye, all the barrage in the entire live broadcast room became congratulations to Chu Chen for winning the prize. As Chu Chen got more and more, the whole live broadcast room boiled. I will go, 10. Your internet is slow, now there are 12. It's okay, brother, 2 European. 20, 30, 40. With the broadcast, more and more viewers came to Chen Yuan's live broadcast room. It's crazy. Too crazy. As the number of superships drawn by Chu Chen increased, the audience of Chen Yuan's live broadcast room also rose from several thousand. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. In the end, Chen Yuan's live broadcast room flooded with more than 100,000 viewers, and her popularity soared to tens of millions. For a while, the whole Shark live broadcast was boiling. 80. 86. 93. 97. In the live broadcast room, hundreds of thousands of people watched, counting the number of draws for Chu Chen. I'm so tired. Chu Chen got tired, so he stopped giving gifts. Opened the backstage and took a look, he himself was shocked. There are already 107 superships accumulated in the background. This is a gift worth 500,000. Chu Chen only spent more than 1,000 and got it, a full 500 times the income. Is so cool. Chu Chen made a profit. Looking at the gift worth more than 500,000 yuan on the account, Chu Chen shook his head helplessly, it was really hard for him. Is handsome, lucky, and rich, so distressed. Just when Chu Chen was about to continue to squeeze the wool, he was surprised to find that this lottery was actually cancelled. Lost 500,000 in one go, and the Shark platform immediately closed the lottery. 107, it's okay, brother. It's okay, brother mighty. It's okay, brother is too good, it's all sharks stalking our wool, now finally there are gods stalking their wool, so cool. In the live broadcast room, countless viewers were even more excited than Chu Chen. On this day, they witnessed what is called Ou Shen. On this day, the evil capitalist was finally exploited. It's okay, brother, you are amazing. Will you give someone a gift? Chen Yuan was stunned as she watched the super ships being drawn. Now, the host of this live broadcast room does not seem to be Chen Yuan, but Chu Chen. Chen Yuan used the loudest voice and tried his best to start licking. It's okay, brother. It's a pity that Chen Yuan didn't know that the person she licked to the sky at this moment was the person she just despised. It's okay, brother, although Shark cancelled this lottery, there are still other lotteries. Throughout the live broadcast room, countless audiences who watched the excitement and did not think it was too much to make suggestions to Chu Chen. Before, some people who had just entered doubted the extent of Chu Shenu, thinking it was just a bit of luck. However, when one after another super spacecraft was drawn by Chu Chen, everyone took it and worshipped. What? Seeing the barrage in the live broadcast room, Chu Chen's eyes lit up. Am I the kind of person who takes advantage? Chu Chen muttered. While talking, he clicked on the recharge page again without hesitation. Chu Chen took a look. There are still 3 lotteries in Shark Live. Although the biggest gift is not as good as the supership, it is worth more than 2,000. Today, I will take you to bring down the evil capitalists. Chu Chen sent a barrage and started the lottery again. It's okay, brother Niobe. It's okay, brother, come on, let the shark vomit blood today. It's okay, brother is the strongest, hit the capital of all evil. Seeing the barrage of Chu Chen, countless viewers began to spare no effort to lick Chu Chen. Following Chu Chen's draw, the live broadcast room was instantly swiped by the winning broadcast. 10 minutes later, all lottery events on the Shark platform will be cancelled. Chu Chen was also tired, and he clicked on the backstage to take a look. It was filled with countless gifts, 379 super rockets, 126. A rough estimate, these gifts are about 6 or 700,000. In addition to the previous 500,000, Chu Chen has drawn more than 1 million gifts. But Chu Chen only gave out a gift of more than 2,000 yuan. 2,000 is 1 million. Chu Chen really smashed a lot of wool. Seeing this, Chu Chen showed a faint smile on his face. Cool. What? Brother Chen actually took the trip of love. Next to, Zhou Jian saw Chu Chen who was focusing on playing mobile phones and couldn't help but poked his head. It has been a while, most of the broadcast has disappeared, and Zhou Jian happened to see the last gift that Chu Chen drew. How much did Brother Chen get? Zhou Jian asked as if he was familiar with Shark Live broadcasting. 5 yuan. Chu Chen answered casually. What? Brother Chen got 2,000 love trips for $5. Oh my god, it's too European. Zhou Jian covered his small mouth and said in shock. Opposite, Bai Lingling also looked at Chu Chen enviously after hearing Zhou Jian's words. This luck. The old man does not deceive me. Zhou Jian couldn't help but sigh. Hearing this, let alone Bai Lingling, even Chu Chen looked at it curiously. What did the ancients say? Good looking, good luck. Beautiful eyes stared at Chu Chen, and Zhou Jian said meticulously. Cut. Hearing this, Bai Lingling gave Zhou Jian a big roll of eyes, and said that he has forgotten his sense of meaning. Where are you serious? After eating, the 3 of them left, chatting as they walked. Are you the anchor of Shark Live? Hearing Zhou Jian's words, Chu Chen was a little surprised. Yes, Brother Chen, don't forget to follow me. Holding Chu Chen's arm, Zhou Jian said a little. Zhou Jian likes to sing. When he is fine, Zhou Jian will start a live broadcast and do a part-time job. Because he doesn't know how, he doesn't want to lick the local tyrants, Zhou Jian is just an unknown little anchor. Despite this, Zhou Jian is already very satisfied, can do what he likes, and can earn a little living expenses, not bad. It is good. Chu Chen nodded, remembering. Thank you Brother Chen. Hearing Chu Chen's promise, Zhou Jian was very happy. If Brother Chen could watch his live broadcast, she would be willing to live it even if it was broadcast 24 hours a day. Who makes Brother Chen so handsome? Seeing Zhou Jian holding Chu Chen's arm, Bai Lingling snorted coldly and hugged Chu Chen's other arm unwillingly. The three of them just walked forward. This way, the rate of turning around is super high. Especially some men. Yu reading www.yuyuganshu.com saw two beauties, one on the left and the other holding Chu Chen's arm, very envious and jealous. It's unfair to be able to occupy two girls if they are handsome. Many passers-by burst into tears and screamed unwillingly in their hearts. Sending them back, Chu Chen also took a taxi back to the house he rented. Although he also has a dormitory at the university, more often, Chu Chen rents a house outside by himself, which is convenient after all. Although he is rich, he still chooses to rent back the house, it is so simple. He wants to go back to clean up and move away, especially the computer full of learning materials, Chu Chen must take away. It's so troublesome to have no car. Since you have achieved top-level car skills, it is better to buy a car. Chu Chen thought in his heart. Ding! Do you sign in? The next day, as soon as Chu Chen woke up, he heard the voice of the system. Yes. Chu Chen ordered yes without hesitation. Sign in successfully. Congratulations on getting the sign-in reward a Koenigsegg CCX. Hearing this, Chu Chen's eyes lit up instantly, excited. Koenigsegg CCX. The system reward is actually Koenigsegg CCX. Cool. You know, the Koenigsegg CCX is a world-renowned top supercar with a price of around 25 million. Is even more known as the Ghost. Can see the horror of this car. Is really handsome, good luck. With the reward of the system, the car key of Koenigsegg CCX appeared in Chu Chen's pocket. At the same time, there were bursts of exclamations outside. Oh my god, this. What a cool sports car! Is this the legendary Koenigsegg? Downstairs, more and more onlookers gathered. At this moment, they all circled a black supercar, exclaiming. How is it possible, this car actually costs more than 20 million? An onlooker just checked it with his mobile phone, and suddenly made a startled voice. Why, how can such a car appear in our community? Owning such a car, I am afraid it is a local tyrant with a net worth of over 100 million. Probably, I guess its owner is a pot-bellied Mediterranean. There are even individual onlookers maliciously guessing that they have serious hatred of the rich. What's wrong with the Mediterranean, so handsome? A passing beauty stopped next to her. While hurriedly applying makeup, she looked around, waiting for the car owner to arrive. Very cool. Upstairs, Chu Chen was very excited looking at the dark Koenigsegg CCX that looked like a ghost. Click. Chu Chen's door suddenly opened. In the next second, I saw a middle-aged woman in her 50s with a pearl necklace coming in. She is the owner of this house, Chu Chen's landlord, Aunt Chin. Little Chu, have you collected the rent next month? Before, she had heard that Chu Chen had no money and could not afford to rent it next month. At this moment, Aunt Chin stared at Chu Chen with green eyes. Little Chu, what Auntie told you, do you understand it? Auntie promised that you can fight for 20 years less. No, I am not a person who feeds on my face, I just want to make money with my own hands. The house is no longer rented, dodged Aunt Chin who was coming. Chu Chen picked up the salute he had packed up a long time ago, and ran out of the house. Hey! Outside, boys must protect themselves, especially handsome boys. Chu Chen muttered as he went downstairs. Hey, I don't know how to promote it. Aunt Chin snorted, extremely dissatisfied. You will regret it. Downstairs, everyone was still surrounding Koenigsegg, just blocking Chu Chen's path. Little Chu. It's Xiao Chen. After seeing Chu Chen, some people spoke. The girl who was applying makeup just glanced at Chu Chen, her eyes lit up, but she quickly retracted her gaze. What's the use of being handsome? It's more important to have money. Thank you, give me a favor. Just then, a faint voice came. Lang, who do you say? The girl suddenly aroused anger. Suddenly raised his head to look at Chu Chen, and replied provocatively, this is not your home, why should I make way for you? You blocked my driving. After that, Chu Chen took out the key and pressed it, and Koenigseg's car lights next to him turned on. For a while, everyone was stunned. Chu Chen pushed the girl who was in front of him directly aside, sat on Koenigseg, and walked away. Brother Chen. Brother Chu, wait for me. The person who called Xiao Chu just now changed his mouth. That girl is even more pale, he is actually the master of Koenigseg, and he is so handsome. Upstairs, watching Chu Chen walking away, Aunt Jean was stunned. Waiting for the red light to be okay, Chu Chen turned on the phone. The #1 European god in the whole network. The man who forced the shark live to stop. After clicked on, Chu Chen was stunned. Isn't that him? The #1 OU Shen in the whole network is what happened yesterday. I opened the Weibo hot search list and found that OU Shen, the #1 on the entire network, was in the top 10. Press the news that a certain star cheats. Several other hot search lists have also ranked in the 20th or 30th. For a while, the first OU Shen It's Alright Brother went viral all over the internet. It's so hot, is it too easy? Chu Chen said with emotion. It's too difficult. Isn't it just a prize draw? It's hot, and being handsome is troublesome. I really don't understand why it's so difficult for other people to get angry. Opened the Shark live broadcast, and suddenly countless messages came, all of which were requests to add friends. Among them, most of them are female anchors of Shark Live, and there are even a few big anchors who enthusiastically added Chu Chen. Brother, why didn't you come today? I am waiting for you so hard. Among them, there is a request from Chen Yun to add friends, except for licking, and a few artistic pictures. Since he was a high school classmate, Chu Chen was not ashamed to refuse, so he clicked to agree to add. Without a suitable house, Chu Chen casually booked an executive suite in Ritz-Carlton. Brother Chen, I have something urgent. There is still the last courier that hasn't been delivered today. In the store, can you deliver it for me? Zhang Ji sent a WeChat message. Zhang Ji was a neighbor Chu Chen knew when he rented a house. He opened a rookie station by himself, and the two have a good relationship. Seeing the WeChat sent by him, there was only one courier anyway, and Chu Chen couldn't refuse it. Took the courier from his store, and Chu Chen drove to the address on the courier. When Chu Chen came to the gate of the community, the security guard was turning his back on his back, looking at the phone secretly. Dude, open the door and deliver the courier. Chu Chen opened the car window and shouted. The security guard turned around very impatiently and replied rudely, I don't know if the courier can't. However, half of his words were said, and he swallowed the remaining half abruptly. God! What did he see? Koenigsegg is actually the legendary Koenigsegg. Although this is a high-end community, but no owner has the strength to drive a top supercar like Koenigsegg. What's happenin'? Chu Chen spoke. Nothing, nothing, please come in. The security guard suddenly smiled, opened the railing, and said politely. Looking at Chu Chen driving away, the security guard couldn't help but complain, it's true that rich people are not normal, driving Koenigsegg to deliver express, it's nasty. I'm afraid no one will believe what happened today. Since last night, Chen Yun has been looking at her mobile phone, even standing next to her during the live broadcast today. Finally, OU Shen Nothing Brother agreed to her request to add a friend. Looking at the anchor group, other female anchors complained that it was okay, Gao and did not agree to add it. Even a few big anchors did not agree, but agreed to herself, Chen Yuan was extremely excited. She is very confident about her appearance, how can those coquettish compare to her? After the OK brother agreed, Chen Yuan took the initiative to send messages every once in a while and tried every way to please the OK brother. How can the matter of the female anchor be called lick? Although he sent more than a dozen messages, it was OK brother only answered one "oh," but Chen Yuan was already very excited. It seems that my charm is still very high. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Hello, your express is here. Okay. Chen Yuan was taken aback when he heard this. When did the community let the courier come in? With doubts, Chen Yuan opened the door. The next second, she was stunned. Chu Chen. Looking at Chu Chen standing outside the door, Chen Yuan was stunned. She did not expect that she would actually see Chu Chen here. It's you. Even Chu Chen was a little surprised, it was really Chen Yuan. Although there are real names on the express, there are more than 1 billion people across the country, and there are countless people with the same names. Chu Chen didn't think much. I didn't expect it to be so coincidental. Subconsciously took Chu Chen's express delivery, and Chen Yuan unconsciously thought of the two high school matters. At that time, Chu Chen treated her very plainly, extremely ordinary. At that time, Chu Chen was aloft, but now. I am already a big anchor with an annual salary of 500,000 yuan, a real internet celebrity, and Chu Chen, a person with only good looks, has become a humble courier. It's ridiculous to want to come. Chen Yuan is very happy. Holding the courier, Chen Yuan looked at Chu Chen arrogantly. Before Chu Chen could speak, she said aggressively, Chu Chen, you already know my address, but please don't harass me in the future. It is impossible for the two of us, we are not the same level of people. Hearing this, Chu Chen showed a faint smile on his face, and shook his head helplessly. Chu Chen is very helpless, I don't know where Chen Yuan is confident to say so. Not to mention their beautiful secretary Mo Yuan, senior sister Su, and even many girls who had rejected Chen Yuan. I really didn't expect that the big handsome guy back then could be so complacent and do such a humble job. Chen Yuan said with emotion. The high school reunion in a few days, I advise you not to go, it is shameful to save. Ignored her, Chu Chen turned around and got on the elevator, he was completely speechless. Downstairs, Chu Chen sat on Koenigsegg and galloped away. Upstairs, hearing the sound of a sports car, Chen Yuan couldn't help but walk to the window, and happened to see Koenigsegg driving out. My God! Chen Yuan covered her mouth, shocked. Is that Koenigsegg, a sports car worth 10 million? Owning a sports car of this level is worth hundreds of millions at least. I am too envious. If she can find a boyfriend like this, then... Chen Yuan had dreams during the day. I don't know whose car this is in the community, so I should pay attention to it in the future. She is a person who knows how to seize opportunities. Suddenly, I thought of it's okay brother. Let's cheat the gift he won first. Chen Yuan turned on the phone and acted as a licking dog again. Ding! System task release consumption of 5 million on Shark Live, mission time, 24 hours. Looking at the system page, Chu Chen was a little surprised, spending 5 million, how much? What is the 15% share of Shark Live? Chu Chen was very curious, and when he checked, he was stunned immediately. I'll go, so many. I don't know if I don't check it, I'm surprised if I check it. The Shark Live broadcast, which I don't usually care about, has a total market value of 17 billion. 15% of the shares are 2.55 billion. Spent 5 million, earned 2.55 billion, more than 500 times the income. Just a few clicks by yourself, you can earn 2.55 billion back. Huge profits. Chu Chen just made Mo Yuan hit him 100 million, which just came in handy. Although the total market value of Chu Chen's Junlin Group is more than 10 billion, many of them cannot be moved unless the company is sold. At present, Junlin Group can use about 1 billion of funds, and Chu Chen cannot use all of the 1 billion. Once the group has no liquid funds, the risk of bankruptcy will be extremely high. It is impossible for Chu Chen to bankrupt his group of more than 10 billion in order to be refreshed. As long as the Junlin Group is here, a steady stream of money will enter Chu Chen's pocket. Do nothing every day, there are countless money into your pocket, how cool! Who are you rewarding? By the way, isn't Zhou Jian live streaming on Shark? There are only two anchors I know, Zhou Jian and Chen Yuan. After experiencing the daytime events, it is natural that Chu Chen cannot give Chen Yuan any more gifts. Chu Chen opened Zhou Jian's live broadcast room. Without a second word, Chu Chen directly swiped the gift, and for a while, the gift reminder swiped the screen in the live broadcast room. 100 super rockets. 200 super rocket. The gifts given by others one by one, Chu Chen directly gave them 100 and 100. In an instant, Chu Chen sent out hundreds of super rockets. For a while, the whole Shark live broadcast went crazy. They have seen countless gods, but they have never seen such a gift. Only a few minutes have passed, and more than 3 million gifts have been sent. Chu Chen recharged more than 3 million yuan, plus the gifts he had drawn on Shark Live before, and it was exactly 5 million gifts. Looking at the live broadcast room, Zhou Jian was stunned. It's okay, brother mighty. This is Shen Hao. It's okay, brother. In the live broadcast room, countless people knelt and licked Chu Chen frantically. In less than 3 minutes, the popularity of Zhou Jian's live broadcast room exceeded 10 million, and the number of viewers soared to 500,000. Brother Chen, what are you? Zhou Jian had looked at Chu Chen's mobile phone before, and knew Chu Chen's Shark Live nickname, and saw that Chu Chen was giving gifts frantically, so he hurriedly contacted Chu Chen. Yu reading www.yuuganchu.com. It's okay, it's important for you to be happy, just a little money. Chu Chen returned the news that he was about to get 2.55 billion, and 5 million was nothing. Yet, seeing Chu Chen's news, Zhou Jian's little heart jumped out, and his face instantly turned red. The focus of Chu Chen's reply was a little money. However, after Zhou Jian saw the news, he immediately focused on it's important for you to be happy. As for a small amount of money, it was directly ignored by Zhou Jian. In Brother Chen's heart, is she so important? Zhou Jian was so excited, his heart was beating wildly, and he couldn't help but fall into fantasy. Ding! The mission is complete. Congratulations on acquiring 15% of Shark Live. After Chu Chen finished brushing his gifts, the system sounded. In the next second, on the table next to Chu Chen, a share transfer contract appeared. So far, 15% of Shark Live, worth 2.55 billion, belongs to Chu Chen. You must know that the current chairman of Shark Live, also Dong Chen, only holds 13.3% of Shark Live. Own shares have surpassed Chen Dong. Yesterday, Chu Chen checked that the largest shareholder of Shark Live is Penguin Group, accounting for 37.2%, and the second shareholder is Shark Live founder Chen Dong 13.3%. Although the Penguin Group holds the largest share, it does not participate in or interfere with the internal affairs of Shark Live. It only pays dividends every year. The second largest shareholder, Chen Dong, is the real controller of Shark Live. Now, Chu Chen's shares have surpassed Chen Dong. From today, Chu Chen is the new boss of Shark Live. It's so cool. System awesome pen. The next day, Zhou Jian called and wanted to invite Chu Chen to dinner at noon in order to express his gratitude. Chu Chen agreed and went to pick her up at noon. Since I was going to Tianese University, the sticky god sister Bai Lingling would definitely be with him, so in the morning, Chu Chen came to the company. Although he had Koenigsegg, he could only sit with 2 people, so Chu Chen called Mo Yuan and asked her to prepare a car. Parked Koenigsegg at the company, Chu Chen found an ordinary car in the company garage and went straight to Tianese University. When Chu Chen came to Tianese University, Zhou Jian was already waiting there. Today, Zhou Jian dressed up more maturely. Wearing a deep V and exquisite appearance, Zhou Jian instantly became a beautiful landscape, attracting the attention of countless people. Even Chu Chen's eyes lit up. He hadn't paid much attention before, Zhou Jian was still very expectant. Chu Chen parked the car in front of Zhou Jian and opened the window. "Is this beautiful lady admiring?" Chu Chen took off his sunglasses, and Zhou Jian recognized Chu Chen from his stupefaction. "Let me go, what kind of car is this, so atmospheric?" "Bentley, it is Bentley." After Chu Chen stopped, everyone could not help but turn their eyes from Zhou Jian to Chu Chen's car. "No way, Chu Chen's car is too eye-catching. Bentley Mulsanne, this is more than 5 million Bentley Mulsanne!" Someone screamed. Hearing this, everyone was even more surprised. They also thought that this car was worth a lot of money, but they never expected it to be as high as 5 million. This is the real luxury car. Countless people picked up their phones and started taking pictures, and more people gathered around. "Wow, what a handsome little brother! Is this the value of a ferry?" Some girls who saw Chu Chen's appearance screamed. If it weren't for Zhou Jian's presence, they would naturally be unable to compare, and I'm afraid they would have embraced them. "Brother Chen, didn't you say that you drove an ordinary car?" Looking at the Bentley in front of him, Zhou Jian was very surprised. Just now, Brother Chen sent her a message that he drove an ordinary car. What kind of Mercedes-Benz or Audi did Zhou Jian think it was? Unexpectedly, Brother Chen actually drove a Bentley. "This is the worst car in the garage." Chu Chen shrugged helplessly. In the car that Mo Yuan prepared for herself, this Bentley Mulsanne is indeed the worst. Chu Chen himself didn't think there was a problem with this sentence, but everyone around him instantly petrified. "You listen, people say no. This is the worst car in the garage. 5 million Bentley is the worst car? The evil rich man." Zhou Jian thought of Brother Chen's throw of millions yesterday, and also understood Brother Chen's helplessness. "Is handsome and rich, what can I do? Brother Chen is too difficult. Where is Lingling?" Chu Chen looked around, but found that only Zhou Jian was the only one who did not see Bai Lingling. "Oh, there is something in the club," the teacher temporarily called Lingling over. Zhou Jian explained. At this time, Chu Chen also received news from Bai Lingling, saying that she should let herself and Zhou Jian go to dinner. She couldn't get out of her body today. Of course, Bai Lingling did not forget to remind Chu Chen not to be hooked on by this little fairy Zhou Jian. She still complained. For this date, Zhou Jian started putting on makeup and looking for clothes a few hours ago. Really plastic sisterhood. Chu Chen smiled helplessly. Is he such a person? Although he is handsome, he is definitely a serious person. I will never take the initiative. Unless... Get in the car. In the shocked and envied eyes of everyone, Chu Chen galloped away with Zhou Jian. Guyu aged boiled snails, tuna pie, tarshi mushroom steak. Chu Chen didn't drink because he was going to drive, instead Zhou Jian drank a little, a blush appeared on his face. After lunch, Chu Chen and Zhou Jian originally planned to go to the mall, but Zhou Jian received a notice from the brokerage company that they were going to have an extraordinary meeting. Is probably because of what happened last night, and the brokerage company is going to cheer Zhou Jian. I'll take you there, it's not far from the company. Chu Chen spoke. As soon as the two walked out of the restaurant, Zhou Jian met an acquaintance. There is a pretty girl who is also an anchor of their company, Su Tongshan. Does your boyfriend have a car, can you bring me? Su Tongshan said anxiously that the company was in a hurry for a meeting. Hearing this, Zhou Jian looked at Chu Chen. Let's go together. Chu Chen nodded. Okay. After seeing Chu Chen, Su Tongshan was taken aback, obviously attracted by Chu Chen's immortal appearance. But Su Tongshan soon recovered. What kind of face is not worthy? She most fancy money, money is everything. She knew Zhou Jian was just a college student, and the boyfriend she wanted to make had no money. However, when Chu Chen opened the door of the guest, Su Tongshan was stunned. Bentley. 5 million Bentley Mulsan. Thinking of the sugar daddy, Su Tongshan studied the car very much and recognized it at a glance. Zhou Jian's boyfriend drives a Bentley? In an instant, Su Tongshan watched Chu Chen's eyes shine, and her attitude became extremely good. Is this your car? Su Tongshan came to Chu Chen's side and asked with a smile. No, the car belongs to a company, I will drive it. Chu Chen answered at will. Hearing this, Su Tongshan became extremely disappointed. It turned out to be a company. She thought she had met a local tyrant, but she did not expect it to be a smelly driver. The smile on Su Tongshan's face suddenly disappeared. www.mtlnovel.com became arrogant. Su Tongshan began to hate Chu Chen. In order to pretend to be coercion, he secretly took the company car to drive. Is too hateful. Oh. Answered casually, Su Tongshan stayed away from Chu Chen. Zhou Jian got into the car. Originally she wanted to sit next to Chu Chen, but was very helplessly dragged to the back by Su Tongshan. Chu Chen drove towards their agency. On the way, Chu Chen sent a message to Mo Yuan, asking her to send someone to take Koenigsegg to the vicinity of Zhou Jian's brokerage company, and then drive Bentley back. Saved my time. Qian, you are still young, you only know the value of your face. In the future, you will understand that appearance is not a big deal, money is the most important thing. I heard that a goddess gave you several million rewards last night, you must seize this opportunity. Don't let this Shenhao know that you have a boyfriend. Sat in the back row, Su Tongshan said meaningfully. Hearing this, Zhou Jian's face became a little ugly, and she was very dissatisfied with Su Tongshan. The driving Chu Fan shook his head helplessly, and the green tea was indeed green tea. Along the way, Su Tongshan began to beat her side by side, trying to find out the identity of the god, but Zhou Jian ignored her. Came to the brokerage company, Chu Chen stopped. I got out of the car. Su Tongshan said faintly, and got off the car directly, very arrogant towards Chu Chen. Chu Chen and Zhou Jian also got out of the car. A middle-aged man walked over and spoke respectfully, Chu, I drove this Bentley back. Mr. Chu? Hearing this, Su Tongshan stopped. Mr. Chu? Su Tongshan turned around and looked at Chu Chen blankly. Didn't you say that the car is not yours, but the company? Su Tongshan said in surprise. Yes, this car is indeed not mine. Whose company is that company? Su Tongshan asked again. The company is mine. Chu Chen answered faintly. Hearing this, Su Tongshan was completely stupid. The car is not yours, it's the company. But the company is yours. For a time, Su Tongshan was extremely ashamed. This is definitely Chu Chen playing with her, the company is yours, isn't the company's car still yours? Chu Chen didn't point it out directly, making her act arrogant and rude. This is definitely Chu Chen playing with her. Make yourself a poor pen, mocking the rich face to face. What a ridiculous scene, you can drive away. Chu Chen handed the key of Bentley to the middle-aged man. At this moment, a trailer drove over. On the trailer, it was Chu Chen's Koenigsegg. Without the car key, Mo Yuan could only find the trailer and bring Koenigsegg over. Gosh, Koenigsegg! After seeing Koenigsegg, Su Tongshan screamed instantly. She has also seen a lot of sports cars, but it is the first time that she has seen a supercar with tens of millions like Koenigsegg. This is my car. Chu Chen said lightly. What? Hearing this, Su Tongshan was stunned, and hurried to the side of Chu Chen, and said flatly, "Brother, I was wrong just now. Can I ask for your contact information?" The shame just now caused Su Tongshan to be thrown thousands of miles away, so what about playing with her? As long as she gets Chu Chen's contact information, she is willing to let Chu Chen play with herself 100 times. Chu Chen didn't respond to Su Tongshan. After talking to Zhou Qian, Chu Chen drove Koenigsegg off the trailer and left. Zhou Qian saw Chu Chen leave and walked into the company. In the same place, only Su Tongshan, who regretted it, was left. "No, I can't give up," Su Tongshan murmured, so he hurried to chase Zhou Qian, wanting to get Chu Chen's contact information from Zhou Qian. At night, Chu Chen parked his car in the underground garage and went to a shopping mall to eat. Chu Chen. Just as Chu Chen walked in, someone suddenly stopped him. Chu Chen faced, a pair of young men and women stopped. It was the man who had just spoken. He is Chu Chen's high school classmate, Zheng Vian. Long time no see. Chu Chen was also a little surprised. "Introduce, this is my girlfriend, Haru Haru." Zheng Vian is very proud to introduce the girl next to her. "Hello there." Chu Chen spoke politely. Took a look, Zheng Vian's eyesight is not bad, this Ching Ching face is above 80 points, which is considered beautiful. After seeing Chu Chen, King King's eyes lit up, but she quickly covered up. "This classmate of Vian is so handsome. Where is your girlfriend?" Zheng Vian asked. Chu Chen was a grassroots figure at the beginning, and he made countless girls crazy in the school. "Why is he alone now?" "I don't have a girlfriend yet," Chu Chen said casually. "Oh." Hearing this, a faint sneer flashed across Zheng Vian's face, and he hugged Ching Ching tightly with a bragging look. Today is different. The house was demolished. Zheng Vian became rich and he had a beautiful girlfriend. But Chu Chen, who used to be so beautiful, has now fallen to the extreme, without even a girlfriend. What a pity. "Handsome guy, can I add you to WeChat?" Suddenly, a beauty with a face value of 85 points or more came over and said very excitedly. "Brother, I also want to contact you." Another long-legged beauty with a face value of 90 came over and said coquettishly. "Brother, you are so handsome." For a time, Chu Chen was surrounded by 4 or 5 beauties visiting the mall. Chu Chen had to give them WeChat, and said helplessly, "Too handsome, there is no way." Zheng Vian's face turned green when he heard these words. "Understand? In terms of appearance, I was crushed." Zheng Vian comforted himself, "No matter how handsome, what's the use? www.mtlnovel.com isn't it just being chased by a few beautiful women? No money, still rubbish. By the way, don't forget the class reunion tomorrow night." Zheng Vian reminded. Tomorrow night, but it was a good time for him to show his face. He didn't tell anyone about the demolition of the house. Before in the class group, he pretended to be poor. Tomorrow is when he will be in the limelight. "Where is it?" "It's at Li Jingxuan, 7 o'clock tomorrow night." Zheng Vian answered. "Tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Chu Chen muttered, thinking whether he would have time tomorrow. "You must go, my classmates miss you very much. Tomorrow Chen Yuan, Chen Banhua, Dong Guanghao and others will go. Are you gathering together? Tomorrow will be a day when I will be in the limelight." It is a pity that Chu Chen is not a green leaf. "Well, I will go tomorrow." Chu Chen nodded. After a few brief words, Chu Chen left. Looking at Chu Chen's back, Zheng Vian's enthusiasm just disappeared, and he sneered. "Don't you just look more handsome? What kind of pretend you want? I think how will you pretend tomorrow? No money." Next to Zheng Vian, King King's eyes lit up. "I have no money. I have a chance." Ching Ching is with Zheng Vian because she likes money, but she still likes being handsome. "Now that I have money, I can go after the handsome." Zhang Vian doesn't know what his girlfriend thinks, but imagines the scene of the classmate gathering tomorrow. With a big laugh, Zhang Vian left with Ching Ching. The next day, as soon as Chu Chen woke up, he heard the voice of the system.